the power to enthrall, to captivate, and this occasion of cheers irresistible. Two magnificent sides intent upon impressing the wider world with a display of technical and tactical brilliance. So much riding on this. Join us for all the action next on EA TV.
Well, the stage is set for a big night of football here in southern Spain at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And this should be a fascinating confrontation from the group stage of the UEFA Champions League. It's Sevilla, and they take on Arsenal.
Well, thanks, Derek. It's a real pleasure to be here. What a great atmosphere we've got inside the stadium. I'm really looking forward to this one. It should be a good contest, that's for sure.
And this is how Sevilla will line up. In goal, it's Marko Dimitrovic. Lucas Ocampos plays with Suso in the wide positions. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. And a chance to whip it in here. Magnificent challenge to win it back. And so the starting 11 for Arsenal. Declan Rice starts alongside Martin Ødegaard in central midfield. And the centrepiece of the attack today is Gabriel Jesus. Under the full weight of the pressure. So glancing at the table, and I must say, when the teams came out of the various pots for the Champions League draw, this was the one that stood out straight away. What a riveting game this promises to be.
Well, you're absolutely right, Derek. This should be a great game. I'd expect both these teams to go deep into the competition. This is the Champions League at its best. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
Might be a chance here. Oh, it was a fantastic opportunity to make it 1-0 right at the start of this contest.
Oh, what a chance to open the score in there. They have to do better than that.
Suso. And a strong tackle. He has been one of the leading lights in the competition so far, Gabriel Jesus.
Well, Derek, he comes into this game full of confidence because in the last match, he was outstanding. He got his 2 goals, but his general play made him the best player on the pitch by a long way.
Lamela. And here's Suso. It's Torres now. Advantage, Arsenal. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Well, the referee let it go initially, but now he goes back and cautions him, Stuart.
Yeah, it's a good bit of refereeing. He tried to let the play...
Can they put it away? And in at the second time of asking. Just what was required.
Well, when you see this again, I think the goalkeeper's very unlucky. He makes a good initial save, but the ball comes off of him, rebounds straight to an attacker, and the finish is excellent.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Torres. Here's Jordan. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Lamela. And couldn't quite square the game. Close.
Well, it's certainly a decent effort, but not quite good enough. They still trail here.
Oh, great piece of individual skill. Gabriel Jesus. An encouraging Arsenal move. The inside route looking promising. Well, what a stop it was.
Well, I have to say, that's a magnificent save. That's a top-class piece of goalkeeping.
Corner kick played in. Well, nothing wrong with the header, but it was always going that little bit off target. Lucas Ocampos. Really good build-up, but no end product. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Looked like an effective counter-attack, but brilliantly read. Eric Lamela has lost the ball. Once again, couldn't keep hold of it. Lamela. Perfect challenge. And Arsenal now find themselves in potentially a dangerous position. Marcao. Loic Bade. It's Torres now. Jesus Navas. Here's Marcos Acuna. Lucas Ocampos. Well, a fierce effort, but quite simply not accurate enough. Substitution time it is here. This could be dangerous if he's not careful. Jesus. Arsenal unable to retain possession. Torres. And he's broken free. Able to skip past his man. Oh, good save.
Well, it's been a while, but these fans are now coming to life. Can they equalise here?
And over it comes. Was it a great clearance? Just can't get it past him. And there it is, the half-time whistle, bringing to an end the first half here in Seville. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Stuart.
Well, I really liked his first half display. He was certainly the most influential player on the field, and I'm expecting more of the same in the second 45 minutes.
Move, that's it.
Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Firing it towards goal. A gift for any goalkeeper. Space and time for Arsenal. Chance to finish. Oh, a goal for Arsenal. It's theirs to lose now.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
So the ball rolling again at 2-0. And tidy defensive play. And he has options available. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Now let us point you in the direction of Champions League group stage action coming up live here on EA TV. It's Sevilla facing Arsenal.
Well, that should be a really good game between two entertaining teams in a great stadium.
Nicely timed tackle. Now perhaps they can counter from here. Well, that's wonderful attacking play. And this is Navas. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Declan Rice. Well, it's a really poor challenge. Now, what's the referee going to do about it? Well, we're into the final half hour. Oh, good skill, and he's managed to beat his man. Arsenal couldn't keep the ball. Suso with it. Can he get one back? Oh, a challenge that simply had to be won. Now let us point you in the direction of Champions League group stage action coming up live here on EA TV. It's Arsenal facing Sevilla.
And what a game that will be. Two good teams in a great stadium. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. Can't really allow runs like that. Oh, goodness me! He made it far too easy for the keeper, didn't he? Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? And support available. A fine reading of the situation. Trossard. En-Nesyri. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Can they hit on the break? Well, they couldn't quite use that break in the manner that they'd hoped. Brilliantly blocked. And Sevilla did well to regain possession. And teammates around him. Ocampos. Well, couldn't bend his run, and the flag went up. And a substitution in the offing. Oh, nice work to get past his opponent. Well, unable to hold his run, and that's offside. Went in strongly, decisively. He's done remarkably well to get himself forward here, Gabriel Jesus. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Really good build-up, but no end product. Good work from Sevilla to win it back. Plenty of support here. Could pull one back here, which he does! And maybe, just maybe, there's enough time for an equaliser. It would be quite the frenetic turnaround.
Well, you have to ask, where's the defending? The keeper is completely exposed, but he still had to finish it, and he did it really well. It's a good goal.
And just 5 minutes remaining. There to win it back. Bad challenge, and now it's up to the referee in terms of what to do next. Moving towards full time, and it's a matter of whether or not Arsenal can preserve the victory. Stuart, what have you made of their performance?
Well, it's been a decent performance from them. They've certainly played the more expansive football and had the better individuals. Can they now just see this through? Not long left.
And it's Gabriel Jesus. Oh, this is looking promising. Well, how about that for a piece of tackling to break things up? In position. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.
Well, here's the replay. What a superb volley this is. He strikes it so cleanly and he times it perfectly.
And now it is official. The referee brings this match to an end, and it's a victory for the Gunners.
Well, Derek, they were better than their opponents in all aspects of the game. They defended well enough, they dominated midfield, and they created chances as well. It was a great performance.
And in the final analysis,
The major reason why they...
a game of colossal importance and a stadium packed to the rafters. We can't ask for any more. How could it be otherwise when two high-level sides go toe-to-toe and head-to-head? This is football out of the very top drawer. We're live on EA TV. And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And group stage fare on the menu tonight in the UEFA Champions League. It is Braga, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, Derek, this has the makings of a very good game. Great atmosphere, some top-class players and a perfect pitch. I'm excited by this one.
And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. And he's made headway. A magnificent stop.
Well, it should be a goal, but take nothing away from the keeper. That's a brilliant save.
Who's going to get on the end of it? It might be. Can they put it away? He's blocked it. Oh, what on earth has happened? He's missed it, and what a glorious chance it was.
Well, it's a bad miss. He really should score there.
It's a short corner. That is how to keep it out of the net. Another corner conceded. What can they do with this one? Over it comes. Poor execution with regard to the corner. Well, you can probably see why we're focusing on this fellow as one to watch. Stuart, in particular, what do you expect to see from him?
Well, Derek, he's a great all-round player, but it's his ability to run in behind defenders that makes him such a threat. And when he gets 1v1 against the goalkeeper, he usually scores.
A real opening now. And still danger here. Well, thank goodness for the goalkeeper.
Well, they're calm now, but that initial save was absolutely magnificent.
Jude Bellingham. And it's a quality pass. And that'll be offside. Nice looking pass. Well, made it look routine, but read it well. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. It's there for him. Sound piece of goalkeeping. And a fine tackle. Moutinho. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Now breaking at pace. Potential danger. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Ball is loose. And held by the keeper at the second time of asking.
Well, he's just pulled off a great first save there. Now they can all calm down.
Real Madrid doing well to regain possession here. Victor Gomez. He could pick out a teammate. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
Well, the action underway. Can Real find a response now? Modric. Went in strongly to win the ball. Vinicius. On to Mendy. Oh, a goal! And an own goal at that. Well, not part of the script, was it?
Well, here it is again, and he's a bit unfortunate, you have to say. But it will count as an own goal against him, I'm afraid.
So underway again here on the back of that leveller. Now, who can he play it to? Well, disappointing end to the move. He's in with a chance. It's got to be. And there it is! 2 goals in a matter of minutes. Incredible stuff.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal. Well, that reaction says it all. That's such an important goal in this game.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Mendy. Good-looking move. Chance to finish. And inches away. Didn't miss by very much at all.
Well, I think it's fair to say he's not overly pleased, is he?
And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Bruma. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Valverde. Mendy. Possession lost, intercepted. Ricardo Horta. Now Ronnie Lopez. And teammates around him. Chances on. Oh, great goalkeeping.
Well, that's a top quality save. Great anticipation.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Who can he pick out? And the danger's still on. Crucial piece of defending. Can they square the game? Still alive. Well, he's given us away. Nacho Fernandez. Camavinga. Nacho. He must finish. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Bruma. Strong but fair tackle. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Well, I thought he had a really effective first up.
Well, it is advantage Real after the first 45 minutes, but there's a long way from being settled. Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. Well, he knows he's on his last warning after that one.
Well, I don't think it warranted a yellow card. He made a genuine attempt to play the ball there.
Aurélien Tchouaméni. He continues his run, but the danger averted for now. And Bellingham. Oh, crucial tackle. Brilliant. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Well, that is how to break up a counter-attack. It's looking promising. And Bellingham took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Can he finish this? Really in the mood today. That was almost another one.
Well, he looks so sharp, doesn't he? Just not the finish he was hoping for there.
And Bellingham. And made sure the pass wasn't troublesome. It is a decent-looking attack here. And up for grabs off the keeper. And holding on to it at the second time of asking. Ronnie Lopez. Real Madrid coming away with it. Vinicius Junior.
Well, Real have had so much of the ball in the last 15 minutes and have been threatening with it. Surely it's only a matter of time before they get another.
Substitution for Real Madrid. So a half an hour remaining. Almost the chance they could get caught out on the break here. Really annoying for them. Couldn't take advantage. Bruma has a go. Tremendous reflexes. Thibaut Courtois. Well, they've decided to make a change. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, the goalkeeper made it look as though there was no pressure on him whatsoever. Bellingham. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. And giving the ball away. He has teammates around him. Oh, this is looking promising. Counter-attacking chance. Can they take advantage of the situation? Wonderful block. Well, able to survive that attacking push. Carvalho. Really good example of gegenpressing. Well, when it comes to a volley, everything has really got to be spot on, and quite simply, it wasn't that time.
No, and I think that's a waste of a decent opportunity. He just didn't connect with it properly, did he?
Very alertly winning back possession. Able to deal with the threat. And scope for them to produce something exciting. And it's whipped in early. Could be. Oh, incredible save. And he snuffed out the danger. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Good distribution. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. And support available. And a timely intervention. Vitor Carvalho. Valverde. Read it superbly to take back possession. This could finish it. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Well, the power was there. Not really the placement, however. Goal kick. And Bellingham. And the flag has gone up here, offside the decision. And a substitution in the offing. Released it nicely. Well, made it look routine, but read it well. Eduardo Camavinga. And Real doing well to win it back. This could be it. And it is. He's done it. Surely a case of game over.
Well, just look at the defending here. The keeper is left totally exposed. It's an easy goal in the end, but well taken.
Underway again with the score at 3-1. Moutinho. Here's Carvajal. Teammates available. And let's give credit to the defending. Rodrigo. Chance here. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. Remarkable save. Yes, again, inspirational. And we are going to have 2 additional minutes. Trying to open up the defence. And a goal! If there were any remaining doubts, that will settle the issue. So there goes the final whistle. Real Madrid victorious, and their fans are going to be happy with this.
Well, Derek, what a good performance that was. They did most things right, and their attacking play was inventive and had a real cutting edge. That was a really dominant display from them today.
Well, we're focusing on him for a reason. Played with real authority in attack, Stuart.
Well, that performance sums him up, really. You're never disappointed with what he gives you. Such a good player.
That is the one. That's that's
There have been days of eager anticipation.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And very excited to be bringing you this group stage game from the UEFA Champions League. It's Benfica up against Real Sociedad.
Well, I think this should be a good game tonight, Derek. We've got some excellent players on show here. Let's just hope they perform to their best.
And this is how the starting 11 looks for Benfica. David Neres starts with Angel Di Maria on the flanks. And it's 2 strikers up front who'll look to provide the goal-scoring threat. This is how the visitors will set up today.
Well, on paper, it's a 4-4-2, but it does look like one of the strikers will drop slightly deeper. If that's the case, he has to affect the game and get involved as much as possible. He's going to be key.
Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, it's his ability with the ball at his feet that makes him such a good player. He can go past defenders with ease, he can play in tight areas, and he has that bit of trickery as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing him play today.
Will it be? Nicely saved. Well, Benfica couldn't keep it. And he's broken free. Well, far too much elevation there. Succeeded in keeping it in play. Wasn't a great piece of passing. And Real Sociedad did well to win the ball back. Subimendi. Really good challenge. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. Oh, couldn't beat the goalkeeper. And really should have been able to. Otamendi. And support available. He takes aim. Easy meet for the goalkeeper. Well, he's given us away. Good work from Benfica to win the ball back. Well, this looks really productive. What can they do from this position? The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
A bit wasteful from Real Sociedad. Well, they couldn't keep hold of it. Andres Silva. Just couldn't get it through. Otamendi. Aursnes. David Neres. Just unable to get his cross beyond the first defender. Rewarded for that brilliant high press. Happy to shoot. And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save.
Well, this is a big moment, and don't these fans know it?
And fired over by Angel Di Maria. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the chance. Can they create something from here? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Rafa. Now with Neres. And the keeper's delighted to see that sail well over the bar. Goal kick. Well, they have the advantage. That's good refereeing. And a timely intervention. An attack full of promise. Lovely work to get past his man. Well, in the final analysis, it was good defending. Andres Silva. Well, a failure to keep the ball by Real Sociedad. João Mario. Cabral. Well, the counter chance looks very real. And it would have been a sweet end to that counter-attack.
Well, it's a great move. Everything was right up until that final finish.
Lenormand. Kubo. Andres Silva. A real opening now. Well, when it's you against the goalkeeper, I'm sorry, you've got to do better. Well, the managers will now deliver their half. So they get the ball rolling in the second half. Even Steven here. So little to choose between the sides. Well, doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. Rafa. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. A very timely interception. Well, he's certainly not alone. Oh, the threat is there. Oh, this looks useful. Is it going to be? Well, what an opportunity that was.
Well, that's a great chance to open the scoring. It's a poor effort in the end.
Fredrik Aursnes. Otamendi has it. Well, he's got a few things right in this first half, but not everything.
Well, he didn't contribute enough in that first half. I think he needs to work harder to get on the ball. He was far too static. In my view, he's got to make more runs behind this back line in the second half.
Now the counter-attack looks on. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. And the clearance over the byline means a corner. Playing it short. Rafa. Nicely saved. Can he find the net? And a goal! That will do it. They've been pushing for it, and now they've been rewarded.
Well, here's the replay, and you can see Di Maria's cross is played into a really dangerous area. But you do have to ask questions of the keeper. Could he have done better here? I think so. You can't be beaten at your near post like that.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Mikel Merino. Oh, great vision. Neres. And defensive play to be applauded. Mikel Merino. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Real Sociedad unable to hold on to it. Kubo. Nicely timed tackle. Florentino are getting the ball forward. Oh, big opportunity. Just straying offside. And they will make the change now. That's a very fine piece of tackling. Danger averted. A chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. Well, the referee not messing about. He's cautioned him.
Well, it had to be a yellow card, and he knew it was coming.
And he has options available. A very good tackle. That'll be a Benfica ball. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Good-looking sequence. A fine reading of the situation. Rafa. Benfica couldn't keep the ball. Well, maybe a good position from which to counter. And the counter-attack came to nothing. Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? Real chance. Oh, it's in! And that might be the goal that clinches it for them. No looking back now, surely.
Well, here's the replay. And sometimes when you're being pressed high up the field, you have to go that little bit longer and not play out through the thirds. And that's what they tried to do here. They had their pocket picked, and suddenly they find the ball in the back of the net.
Two 0 now, and back underway. Lenormand. Subimendi. Abigalan. Subimendi. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Well, on the cusp of the final whistle, and the home side really prospering today. Stuart, interested to get your take.
Well, I think the scoreline reflects the difference between...
Can they cover up? He's having quite the game for himself. Save after save after save. And tidily played. And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind. But he wasn't able to, and that's a poor pass.
Good tackle. And passing it through. Well, now in a dangerous position. Keeper did his job to begin with. Well, defensive resilience there. Cabral. the right place to cut out the pass. David Neres. Showing ambition. Still alive. It was an attacker. And there it is, the final whistle. The home fans are going to be happy with this result.
Well, Derek, it was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically superior, had better individuals, and were always a threat going forward. It was a really good performance and a good result as well.
Well, in the final analysis, a spectacular contribution from Rafa, full of highs and substance. Stuart, I wonder what you made of his performance.
Well, that performance sums him up, really. You're never disappointed with what he gives you. Such a good player.